Hey, true believers, Englentine here. Now, those of you who've been around the channel long enough have known that the movie that I was looking forward to most this year was the New Mutants. As soon as I saw that first trailer, I was like, holy shit, they're taking it into a horror movie kind of area there, and I really want to see this. I am digging on the new approach to a superhero film. Please let this be good. That was it. I mean, yeah, of course, I knew I was gonna love Avengers: Infinity Wars. I was hoping I would like Black Panther, and of course, Deadpool would be Deadpool. But man, the one that really had me jazzed was New Mutants, and after that, Aquaman. And I'm waiting for that one. God, I hope that's as good as it looks. So then it got pushed back. First, I think it was like February 2nd, and then all the way up to August. And I was like, oh my gosh. A lot of people are saying they're not going to make the movie. They're not going to make the movie, which I was thinking, no, they're going to, because they've already sunk in a ton of money in there. They've got footage shot. At the very least, they would just piece something together and put it out. But apparently, they've really been working on this. And with the cut they have, well, I'll just go on over. And this is from MovieWeb. And it says, could the New Mutants be the next comic book movie to get the R-rated treatment? And this made me think, wait a second. Yeah, that if they're doing a horror movie, it could go that way. And would it not be funny that Venom gets PG-13 and they made an R-rated New Mutants of all things? So according to producer Simon Kinberg, that isn't at all off the table. He says, director Josh Boone has been working with, and according to some reports, clashing with Fox over some pretty significant reshoots being done on the horror-themed X-Men spinoff. Clashing or no clashing, this is going to be a relatively different movie when the new cut is done. And it looks like that cut may be a little more on the mature side. Now, Simon Kinberg recently did an interview in order to provide an update on the status of the X-Men projects Fox currently has in development, which have been delayed several times as the Disney merger looms large. Kinberg is making his directorial debut with Dark Phoenix, but he's also involved with the New Mutants as a producer. When asked whether or not that movie will be R-rated, he had this to offer. It's the kind of movie that could go R, or it could be a hard PG-13. As I was saying before, in terms of subgenres or the genre, it is obviously teased as a horror film. And most horror films these days are R-rated, but its stars are very young. It's a very young cast, so we'll see. It really is what the movie wants to be. The studio is open to either rating. Traditionally, superhero movies are PG-13 other than Logan and the Deadpool movies. And generally, horror films are R-rated, so we'll see where this one falls. It is a very scary and edgy film. And when he says that, man, you can hope. You can really hope, because I would love them to go full-on, scare the freaking shit out of us horror film. I think that would be incredibly exciting. I think that would be something, you know, I like it when they take the superhero film out of the superhero genre. Marvel movies look like Marvel movies for a reason, and, you know, the best ones that people bring up are like Captain America Winter Soldier, because, hey, that is a spy film with a superhero film, with a superhero in it. And same thing with the crime drama with Batman in it that the Dark Knight tend to be. So he continues to say, indeed, the first trailer for the New Mutants leaned really heavily into the horror angle, but that teaser was released long before these reshoots were ordered, back when the movie was supposed to arrive in April of this year. It's since been delayed a couple of times and will now hit theaters in August of 2019, assuming that it doesn't get delayed again. Between the horror and the success that Fox found with Deadpool and Logan, it would probably be wise not to insist on a PG-13. They've done well by allowing things to be what they should be, but at this point, it seems as though they've sunk a lot of money and time into something that didn't seem to have Deadpool-level potential in the first place. Not to mention that, if Gambit doesn't get filming soon, the New Mutants will be, in all likelihood, the last X-Men project released under the Fox regime before Disney takes over. Now, once again, it's also, though, I don't know. I could be a different breed of cat on this particular one, but I could give a crap about Gambit. When they released it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, they're going to do Gambit. I don't care. Gambit's always been one of those characters that, in all honesty, take them, leave them. I don't care, couldn't care less. I thought about him like that in the comics. I thought about it like that in the cartoon in the 90s. Gambit is Gambit is like the 90s version of Carol Danvers. They're trying to force upon us how cool he is, and it never really set with me. I never really accepted it. On the other hand, show me an awesome preview and maybe that'll change. I was okay for a New Mutants movie, but I wasn't excited. I wasn't jazzed until I saw that trailer, and I thought, oh, they're doing a horror film. It's so cool. And so anyway, the article goes on to say these New Mutant reshoots will be adding in new character, which many speculate is iconic comic book favorite Warlock, which means they're reasonably substantial and are more than standard pickup shots ordered on blockbusters these days, not to mention the intricate CGI that will have to be rendered if they are. In fact, bringing Warlock to the big screen, star Anya Taylor-Joy recently had some nice words to say about the movie, despite the issues, but it's hard to have something like that and still a lot of confidence since she's so directly involved. It'll be interesting in any case to see how it all shakes out. And this was, okay, it came from MovieWeb, but they're just saying it first came from Collider, so there you go. Anyway, yeah, like I said, this is a project I'm really jazzed for. Something that's, that piqued my excitement, and gosh, if it could be an R-rated film, please, yes, I appreciate it. Make it a serious horror film. That would be really cool. Now, what do I think they're going to do? PG-13. Absolutely 100% they're going to PG-13 it. That being said, I think there will be an R-rated cut on the DVD. They're going to do that game, and maybe we'll have a special advanced preview for those who really want to come for the R-rated cut after it's been released on DVD or something like that. But yeah, PG-13 in theaters, R-rated in on DVD. Now, here's something I hope they continue to do. I loved, and I did a video on this. I did a full video on their promotion. I hope they continue the rock and roll motif. Not a lot of people noticed, but that the pictures that they were putting out were album covers, and I thought it was so cool. I thought, okay, if you're gonna mimic something, why not mimic something as badass as AC/DC's Highway to Hell? And if you don't think that is badass, I will fight you on this. Another thing I thought, and this was a little bit more subtle, was the font that they were using for the New Mutants. Not a lot of people noticed this, and maybe I'm seeing things that aren't really there. But I thought the font that they used for the New Mutants poster looked a hell of a lot like the font that Pink Floyd used for The Wall. Once again, I know I did a whole video on this, but hey, a lot of people came in since then, and I just kind of wanted to add that. But what do you think? What do you think about the prospects of the New Mutants being rated R? Do you agree or disagree that, yeah, you know what? They're going to do the PG-13 and then put the R-rated on the DVD. I can so see that happening. Man, I mean, it's almost like they're setting it up for that, seriously. But what do you think? Because, you know, and also, am I seeing things? Is this font Pink Floyd The Wall? What do you think? Am I just making things up? Look at both of them again and tell me, because, hey, you know, I'm old. I've got old man eyes. You never know how that's going to go or anything, I guess. But to me, I swear, that looks like Pink Floyd font. And I would love to get a second opinion, third opinion, or 50 of them. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Also, guys, if you haven't done it already, click like, share, get word out about the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell. I'd hate for you to miss anything cool things happen around these parts. And if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Patreon. Put $1 in the till and help us keep making videos for you. The link is in the description below. Also, the link for my Mad About the Mouse channel is in the description below. So if you don't mind checking that out. Hey, if you like theme parks or Disney, go on ahead. It's harmless. Anyway, thank you to everyone who's already checked out the channel, everyone who's already a patron, and to everyone, all of the true believers. Thank you very, very much for watching.